Hi guys and welcome back to Sports Game HD and welcome back to the QPR series. Today we've got a massive game against Atletico Madrid in the Europa League. It is the second leg of the second round. I don't know what they call it. Anyway, we are actually I don't know what the result is at the moment. We're losing. I know that much. I can't remember because it was a couple of days ago since I played it. So got to recap the fixtures and I think there's a transfer to look at. Yeah. I think I forgot to say Frank Tabano is joining us on a free at the end of the season. This guy is the left winger from Toulouse. He was being tracked by Arsenal and Tottenham in this save, so to pick him up was a bit of a coup. So great deal. New left winger, and Wilfred Zaha is joining Celtic for £7.5 million. All up front, they've paid him, so he's joining at the end of the season. And I think that's a steal of a deal, considering we only bought him for £2 million with a few players thrown in originally. And he's really not kicked on as well as he should have done, so I think that's a steal of a deal, so very pleased with that. With regards to fixtures, last episode would have been the Newcastle game, the replay in the FA Cup. We won that 4-3, with goals coming from Theo Walcott, Simao, Nathan Redmond and Edel Trapp. Then we went and got battered by Man City 5-1, Adam Milson getting our only goal. Man City were incredible, to be honest, nothing more to say. Then we drew with Everton, a bit of a bogey team for me, I think I've mentioned in the past. Adel Taarabt getting our goal. Adel Taarabt is in some incredible form at the moment. He went on and scored our only goal against Atletico Madrid in the home leg, and we lost that 3-1. So we got it all to do in this leg. Not too confident, to be perfectly honest with you. But in the last game I've just played, we played against Liverpool away from home, and to pick up a 2-1 win was awesome. Junior Hoyler and Victor Andrade getting the goals for us. So very good stuff there. So not a bad month. 2 wins, 2 losses and a draw in all competitions. Leaves us in the league. We're currently sitting in 7th, which is not too shabby. Could be better, but could be a lot worse, I've come to think about that one. That's what I've come to the conclusion of. I've not picked the team, so I'll pick the team now. I'm going to go with the tried and tested at the back. Kutcher in goal because I've lost all confidence in Cesar. He keeps dropping clangers, so he's not picked. I'm actually going to go with Okore. I think I said in the last episode he is now one of my first choice centre backs, so we'll definitely go with him. Gibbs because Nsu is injured. I prefer playing Fallin over Rodwell, to be perfectly honest with you at the moment. That is all subject to change though in the summer. Williams 92% fitness, or do we go with? No, he's the only one we can go with. Advanced has got to be Taarabt. Who do we go on the wings? Ince and Redmond I'm going to go with. Up front, how many goals has Walcott got in the last couple of games? Just the Newcastle game he got 1, so we're not going to go with Walcott. I'm going to throw Adam Wilson up front. And on the bench we'll go with Walcott in case we need a bit of a live wire or whatever on the bench, I think. Yeah, Vubert, he's not actually played yet for me. He's just he has played. He played in the first leg of this. Right, that'll do. We'll go with that. I'm not going to change the formation. This formation's not been too bad for us lately, so stick with it. I'm not too. Look at that team. Falcao from. God, I'm not confident at all. We'll tell him we're huge underdogs, which we are if you think about it. I mean, we've got a great team. I really do think we've got a great team, and I think we are definitely a European team now. We should definitely be in at least the Europa League. I really do think this squad is very, very good. I think it just needs a couple more seasons of developing young players, developing their attributes, and mentally developing a lot. I'll come to learn new tactics with the team, what works, what doesn't work. Oh, Ince almost. But I really do think we are just literally. I've been saying it. I think I've been saying it since the summer. Adam Wilson hits the net. We are just one superstar away. We are one superstar. I think it's going to have to be either a striker or an attacking midfielder. We are one superstar away, I think, from being a very, very, very good team. A team that can compete for the title. I really do think this team has that much potential. And I think I found possibly found the solution, because although he's old, he's like 29 years old now on this or so. Oh, they've scored. Juan Carlos. Oh, bugger. That's probably us out of the Europa League, but okay. Lucas Podolski. I've just my scout in the backroom meeting thing. They recommended I scout him. I scouted him, looked on the transfer market. He's available for about £8.5 million. Now, for a player of that quality, although he's only 28, 29 years old now, he's no spring chicken. But for a couple of years, we could have him up front. Probably cost me a lot of wages, and that big £8.5 million, which for a 28-year-old striker in his prime, that's prime age, is not bad business. So I think he could be the stud we're looking for, the superstar up front. But that still leaves me the attacking midfielder role. Now, with regards to losing Wilfried Zaha, I'm going to go with Adam Wilson. Hit it. Oh, he skies it. I'm thinking of left wing will be Ince and that French Tabano, whatever his name is, on the left wing. Right wing, I'm going to move Hoylett over to support Nathan Redmond. They're going to be my wingers, so that means I do not need to buy a new winger. Well, I have signed one, but he's not for any money. He's a free transfer, so it's a really good bit of business there. Adam Wilson hits the net. Oh, is he offside? Nope, it's counted 10 goals for the season for him. 2-1. Back in it. Good. But the great thing is that means, because I've already got the ready-made wingers all ready to go, I'm still determined to get rid of Cisse and Cesar, and probably Okocha as well. I'm probably going to get rid of all of them, because I've got no confidence in my goalkeepers, and Cisse is old now. And with regards to Cisse, I'm going to bring Carlos Fierro back and play him at this club next year. He's out on loan at the moment at Udinese, I think it is. We're going to bring him back. Armada is going to come back from, I think he's on Montpellier. He's going to come back. Oh, Williams. Oh, he still couldn't put it in. 2 chances. Going to bring those guys back, and they're going to play for the club. This is all subject to whether or not I get Lucas Podolski or a superstar striker. Then Fierro will be back at the club. Cisse will be moved on. I did write it all down because there's quite a few bits of deals that need to happen, I think. I think the big positions I'm looking at are striker. No, not striker. Sorry, attacking midfielder and goalkeeper. They're the 2 positions we need to load ourselves with talent. A superstar, I mean. A superstar in both goalkeeping and attacking midfielder. And if we can get a striker in Lucas Podolski for a steal, great. But they're my 2 predominantly big roles I'm looking at. So I'm scouting goalkeepers. I'm looking at... Who was I looking at? I did have a couple of them. I think they're on my shortlist. Again, it was like a couple of days ago since I did this. No, they've gone. I did have a couple of them I was looking at, but I can't remember them. Adam Wilson. Oh, almost got his hat trick. I was looking at a few really good goalkeepers. I think Stefan Raffier, whatever his name is, from, I think he plays for Saint Etienne. I think one of them was him. I think, because I scouted loads. I think I narrowed it down to him as one of them. But don't. I think it was Raffier and I don't know his name. Some French goalkeeper. I think he plays for Rennes. He'll be on my shortlist. I'll show at the end of this video. Him, because their attributes are really good at the moment. I think they're rated as being leading stars in the Premier League sort of thing by my scouts. So possibly them. We're right in this one. We can take this. Come on. I've just realised I've not been paying a huge amount of attention because I've got my notepad in front of me with all the things I want to talk about. Oh, Hoylett skies it. What else have I got to talk about? Man City. The Man City game. I've been saying we are just one superstar away, and I stand by that. I do think we are, but at the moment, with where this team is at in terms of its development, and without a superstar, just a different game. They just played a completely different game to us. We weren't even in their league. They were so good. I think Aguero and Tevez were playing as attacking midfielders, not as strikers, and they were still far too foul and should have scored that one. We lost. But that's a good effort. That's a really good effort to go to Atletico Madrid and win 2-1. Okay, lose 4-3 on aggregate, but that's a really top effort. So I'm going to tell them unlucky, because I think that was a really good effort. But as I was saying, Man City were just so good. It was crazy how good they are. I'm knocked out, I know that. Belhanda, I don't know how you say that. Belhanda. He's one of the attacking midfielders I'm looking at as a possible superstar in the attacking midfielder role. There may be some changes, which is true. I'm not going to discuss that. Believe it or not, I think we could have won by more, because if we did, we would have gone through. Go with that. Don't discuss that. Alright, that's great. Okay. Now, where's my shortlist? Here. Lots of them. Refier, Castile, Benoit Castile. This is one of the goalkeepers. He's going to be a good Premier League signing, apparently. And Refier, I think, was a leading star. Yeah, leading star for most Premier League clubs. So they're my two goalkeepers I'm looking at, along with this guy, Andrea Consigli. I can't believe he's not an Italian international already, but yeah, he's one of the other ones I'm looking at. And then there's some of these are redundant, they're not the ones I'm looking at now. With regards to the ones I'm looking at now, on terms of the transfer market, I'm looking at, if it loads, Pedro. I've literally just only scouted him. This is not necessarily to buy him, but he's at Paris Saint-Germain. We had him last season, and he did okay for us. So possibly look to bring him in either on a loan deal, maybe for next season, but that's highly unlikely, I think. Gylfi Sigurdsson is an attacking midfielder I'm really considering as our superstar attacking midfielder. This guy I think could be an awesome deal to bring in. It would cost quite a lot. I don't think I'd have to pay that nearly £20 million, but hopefully that price will come down. And then Lucas Podolski for 8.25 million. I thought it was 8.5 to 8.25 million. So he could be a superstar at 29 years old. I mean, look at that speed for a 29-year-old. Composure, speed. He's got it all. He would be, I think, one of the missing pieces. Nikita Jelavic isn't as quick, and I think his speed is going to decrease significantly. So I'm not going to move for him. Not an interesting scouting report on him. I think I got a couple of goalkeepers. How are we doing for time? Right, keep this quite brief. Goalkeepers. With regards to goalkeepers, I want them to be EU, because that's something I've been fallen victim to in this series, is that because we don't have a feeder club who gets a work permits, I can't get anybody who's not EU. It just doesn't tend to work. So it's got to be an EU player, really. There's not a huge amount of quality available, really, to be perfectly honest. John Ruddy's probably the best English goalkeeper I can get in terms of attributes, but he's not the superstar I'm looking for. Begovic has not improved a huge amount. Does that eccentricity is 11, which is too high for what I want, because if you look at Refier, okay, that's not a good example. Look at, that's not a good example. God, that Consigli person, the Italian guy, his was down at like 5, I think it was. So he's an awesome goalkeeper. Jack Butland, of course, been tracking him for a long time, but really not interested in him. I've seen how he develops now in the future from the Pentagon Challenge series, and he just doesn't develop at all as well. Good enough. He doesn't develop to a good enough standard that where I'd buy him as my first choice goalkeeper. Certainly not. So not going to look at him. Player I was interested in was Jason Steele, but he's gone to Fulham, so I'm not going to buy off my rival, so that can't happen. So really, it is basically Refier, Castile, or the Italian goalkeeper whose name, Consigli, whatever his name was. They're the only ones I'm really interested in. But next episode will be against Swansea in the Barclays Premier League, because I'm now out of the cup. No, I'm not. I've got a replay in the cup against Everton, and I'm now out of the Europa League, of course, so just the FA Cup and Premier League to focus on. So unless we get fixture reschedulement, if that's even a word, if we get that, other than that, it'll be a Swansea game next up, which could be quite cool, because Obviously, I mean, I'm recording this after the well, a couple of days after the ball boy incident. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know my thoughts on that one. But yeah, so that could be pretty interesting. So play Swansea next episode. So until then, leave a like on this video if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.